Hello everybody! Again I want to start the lesson with the word dear. Here it is, dear. And probably you already guessed what does it mean. Drop everything and read. So today we are again reading a new story. The title of the story is Hands Talk. Show me your hands. How do you think? Do they talk? If I say so, what does it mean? You know, if I say so, what does it mean? So our hands talk. For example, what do these hands talk? Yes, they are happy. Next picture, please. And this man expresses sorrow with his friend. He is upset. Next picture. And this is greeting. We usually greet with our hands. So our hands show our emotions. So let's go on. As a good example of all above said is the life and work of a famous German artist, Alfred Dürer. His masterpiece was inspired by friendship. Here are some of his paintings. Let's get acquainted. So again, the hands. How do you think? What do they show? What do they express? Something that is very strange. It is there is written that doctors, yes, probably these are the hands that help other people. Okay, next picture, please. And what do these hands show? They are in prayer. They pray. And we'll come back to this picture again. Next one, please. So this is some information about Alfred Dürer. He was German, he was versatile, he was a period of Renaissance, he comes from that period. His job was printmaking, he worked as a goldsmith, as an apprentice, he lived in Nuremberg, and this is his birth and death dates. So, this is his self-portrait. Okay, next picture. And again, this picture is painted by Albert Dürer. Please, next one. Again, a portrait of a young man, country yard, and his famous hair. Okay, self-portrait when he was 13. And the great piece of turf. Yes, it is very beautiful. Okay, again. Next one. Okay, the essence of all beautiful art, all great art is gratitude. Remember this word. Gratitude is very, very important. These words belong to Franz Nietzsche. And I think the story that I'm going to tell you shows this gratitude. Please. The most important creation of, the most famous creation of Alfred Dürer is the Hands in Prayer. And this is a monument, and it stands at Northwestern University. Yes, and the story started like this. It goes back in 1490. Two young apprentices, Alfred Dürer and his friend, wanted very much to study painting. It was their great desire, but they didn't have enough money. They couldn't go anywhere to study painting. They wanted very much to go to Venice to study painting. Here is a dialogue. Probably, I imagine this dialogue, probably they talked like that. Hey, my dear friend, that's a good idea. Venice is the only place that can make our dream come true. But there is only one reason we couldn't go to Venice. Yes, and the reason is that we are broke. But I have an idea. Let's toss a coin. Well, I see the one who wins goes to Italy, studies art, and the other supports him, works, and sends money for his study. That's a deal. And they tossed a coin. Albert, you won! Go to Venice, become a great artist. Eventually, when you come back, I'll go back and to study too. So we are friends forever. This was the dialogue between two friends, okay? So they made this solution, and one of them so Albert went to Venice, he studied art, he became very, very famous, and he came back, okay? So, while Albert went to Venice to study art, his friend worked as a blacksmith. As soon as he received his wages, Hans would send the money to his friend. And he said, I'm so exhausted. I work so much and so hard. My body aches. My hands are so dirty and damaged. But I can't stop. I have to send money to my friend, to Albert, every month. So the month stretched into years. And at last, Albert came back to his native land. He was a famous painter and he was ready to help his friend. But when Albert looked at his friend, tears came to his eyes. Oh my God! What on earth happened to you? You look so tired and your hands are so worn. Probably your hands could never handle the painter's brush anymore. Only then he discovered the extent of Hans' sacrifice for him. Hans' fingers were so worn that he could never handle a painter's brush. So it was a humble gratitude of the great artist Albert Dürer painted a picture of his friend's hands. The hands looked worn and old because they labored long, so that he might develop his talent. He gave his painting to his devoted friend. That is why, as a symbol of friendship and sacrifice, the masterpiece was reproduced in the chapel at Northwestern University. So this story really means that true friendship is not being inseparable. It's being separated and nothing changes. Or a friend is never known till he needs it. So I finished the story of Hans and Gretel. I hope that you enjoyed it, because it is not a simple story. It teaches you a lot. Being friendly, being considerate, and here are the adjectives that I put on the wall: determined, devoted, reliable, honest, sacrificing, friendly, unique, hardworking, role model, lovable, patient, ambitious, famous. And you, while sitting in front of the TV, think of these words and try to match them either to Albert or to Hans, and analyze this story. Okay? And again, I want to tell you that art is not a thing. It is a way of life. The essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude. So I express my gratitude to you because you are listening to me, and I hope that you will study this story and remember it forever. Thank you for your attention.